Welcome, everyone, to another Tuesday Toon Review with your host, the Wild Toon DJ, and his insane dog, Devil Dog.
Good evening, everyone. What's up? Let's see who's in the chat real quick. Thank you for popping. Devil Moffat, the dog, all Crystal Home, Peaceful Death, Russell Wilmoji, and I did see Rebecca touched by Young Oral in the chat. So welcome, guys. This of today's episode of TV will review Superman the Animated Series, Episode 1 and Episode 11 of Scooby-Doo. We're already in Hour 2. But before allow me to say for anyone who wants to know, my albums are currently, well, let me pull it up here, but they are currently 2519. So, I need about 1,481.
Can we round it off and say 1,500?
No.
Round
it off. No.
Yes.
Well, I don't get.
Netflix don't round it off. Or Netflix. YouTube don't round it off. You can't round it off.
You're watching Netflix, huh? You're
No,
two-timing DJ.
I was just watching Netflix. We started watching the new show called Fubar. And it's pretty good, so I was just watching that.
Yeah. I want to check that out, but I have yet. So
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Okay. Cool. But anyways, yeah. As you can see, we have what looks like a bald head, but I didn't know what that really is. So I'm gonna call it a bald head with a skull on top.
Oh, Lordy.
I don't know what it is.
So how is everyone today?
Better than Eddie.
I'm great.
Doing good.
I'm great. I'm great. We were just before we came in with DJ. I was on Tubi watching Littlest Pet Shop. I like the show.
Yeah.
Hey, Russian Wind Mountain.
Eddie needs big fuzzy slippers for down in the nice warm Texas. Huh?
No, there's a freaking vent right up under my desk. And if I don't have my warm, fuzzy slippers, my feet freeze.
In Texas.
It's called air conditioning, Al. We have that down here.
In Texas.
Yes, air conditioning. You have to have it in Texas.
Hey,
Yeah.
Outdoors with Big Matt.
Yeah, hey, Big Matt, welcome in. But yeah, guys,
Rushing Wind Mountain. Hey.
I will say we did miss last week because we had a lot of crazy stuff going on. I mean, I was helping someone. Every dog was getting their needs, and it wouldn't have felt right to do it with just me, Nancy, and say such. You know, that's why I did that game night last week. But anyway, so does anyone have anything you want to say before we begin?
Oh, me.
Yes, and says,
Can you please put me on the big screen real quick?
yeah, you can tell Eddie all on me too. So, go ahead.
I got Mystery Machine in front, and I'm wearing my Scooby Doo shirt.
Awesome.
Nice.
Really nice.
Yeah, we found it last week.
There's Scooby Doo.
Cool. Nice.
So we forgot about your Scooby Doo shirt, and she found it last week. I said, "Well, you need to wear it for Scooby Doo night."
Yep.
Yeah.
I found it in the closet where it's
Yeah,
always.
that's nice. Yep. Anyone else have anything they want to say?
Well, I just want to say hi to everyone that's in the chat. Lots of nice people
Yeah.
popping in.
What's up, Eagles? Blue Nose? Oh, I got to share this out.
Yeah, hey, Eagles Truckle, what's up, Bruno? Glad to see you. Now, let me say this for anyone who might not be familiar. Yo, what's up, Chef Garcia? The champion. But everyone who's named me was, I think we have at least one personality.
You got my friend on there.
You're welcome, Chef.
What up, Chef? What up, Badass 93 Stang? DJ, I do have, hey, Brenda.
Hey, Chef.
I do
Badass.
have something.
Okay.
I'm not happy about this.
Pause. Why'd you get a letter from me?
Why
No.
not?
Jamie came in here and went through my mail, and I actually have more mail, and some of it was out of order than what I thought.
No.
Yeah, she found one from back in October of last year.
Okay.
But she actually made a mail call by date, which was Freedom Frog, Big Tiny, Shirley and Rebecca, Andrew Jacobs, Beverly, Simply Jen, Danny, Roberta's, Freedom Redbird, Mark Kratz, Steve, Dez, Anastasia, Team Black Diamond, Shannon, Neil and Beth, River Rat, Kentucky Prepper, RXTX Barbecue, Zombie, Janet Martin, Chef's Backyard, Drunken Chef, and Tiger McCool. That's the
Yeah.
list so far.
Yeah, that's
But I did put out a
for,
mail call today, though.
for
Yeah.
who?
From who? Well, if you would watch my mail calls and put your little bell on, you would know from who.
My bell's on, but YouTube is blocking my notifications from you for some reason.
Yeah, I get like 50 notifications a day, so who is just family?
You got to go watch it, DJ. I ain't going to tell you. I ain't going to spoil the surprise.
Craig knows.
Oh, nice. I bet
Yeah,
that's a
well,
good one.
okay.
Your mail calls, some of them are a little longer than others.
Some of them are a little bit longer than others.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how much I feel like talking that day.
But
Eddie, that's
yeah,
every day you feel like talking.
I will post.
Well, I know who my true fans are. Anastasia, Nancy, Beverly Moffat. See, they seen it. The two guys up here don't even know that I put one out.
I knows what it is.
I,
Not for nothing, Homestead.
busy all day.
Yeah, you just looked.
No, I didn't. Doris will vouch for me, won't you, Doris? Did I just look? Tell him no. Tell him I didn't.
Yeah, I've been busy. I've been working on videos and all that. So,
I was working on mail calls today too.
but anyway,
I got a whole bunch of stuff to go out again.
I will check it out and we'll cover a week. What is it, week 15 that you still have not got my mail out?
DJ, I told you, yours went to the end of the line.
I'm not talking about you.
Oh, okay.
No, not about me. I still haven't gotten his mail.
Well, actually, one of the mails that came in, or that Jamie found, it just came in like maybe 3 weeks ago or something.
Yeah.
But it come from Australia or whatever, and it was post dated for October 11th or something like that. That's how bad the mail is from Australia to here. Because
that's not from Australia to there. That's just from your desk to your hand.
No. I swear this one was one of the recent ones that I got about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, I know.
It was post dated October 11th.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Stuff gets packed away on containers and stuff like that, and they backlog them. They don't look at them. Hey, Vitra.
Hey, Vidra.
But yeah, I mean, the mail is tough. I mean, really. I'm
just reading what Chef said.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, Steph. Okay, you did that. But, yeah, I mean, I will tell you, it all depends. Yeah, no, BC gave me this sponsor. This is the one live stream a week where I don't have anyone up until the end of the show. So, and sometimes we don't even do that because we do take the full 2 hours to talk. So,
especially when Eddie starts talking.
But why don't we dive into what we'll talk about this week, which is Superman the Animated Series, Episode 1.
Why are you giving that Superman a thumbs down?
Because I didn't like it. It did not go along with the actual true Superman.
It kind of did, though.
No, it didn't. A computer did not,
No, but the planet got destroyed, and the
the
council
planet did
wouldn't
get
listen.
destroyed,
The
but
names were all
it
the
had
same.
nothing
They
to
sent
do with
the baby to Earth.
It had, yes, I mean the general storyline
general
about
storyline, yeah.
Kal-El coming to Earth and everything else, yeah. But the thing is, they didn't show any of the freaking enemies that was put in the what you call it, the Phantom Zone.
Okay, but in the
That's what I
very
said,
first,
DJ.
in the
And
very first Superman movies,
hold on,
you
on
didn't
top,
see General Zod or nothing like that.
On top of that, they were taking orders from a freaking computer. Okay, they were taking orders from a computer. The cops and the security and everything else. I mean, and then and nobody would, So
look at society today, and that's the way we're headed. Pretty soon, we're going to be the ones taking the orders from the computers.
No, we're not. You may be. I'm not.
I ain't either.
No, I'll be Skynet, so I'm not worried about it. But it did kind of follow suit to what the original storyline was, minus and plus a few different details.
Well,
in the
original,
let me finish.
Hold
no,
on,
you hold on. I was in the middle of talking.
I have the choice to not like a cartoon or whatever show if I want to, and I don't like it. That's all I'm saying.
That's your opinion.
You asked me why. I told you exactly. You asked me
now
why.
My opinion and my thought is, in the very first Superman movies, way back in the 1980s, when the Superman came out, the very first one, there was no General Zod. There was no nothing. Quit yapping your... I'm gonna whack you with a book. But there was no General Zod or nothing like that. The planet was just dying, and they sent Kal-El to Earth to save him. It wasn't until Superman 2 that they bring in General Zod and everything like that. So you didn't see none of the enemies in there either.
Yeah, now I will say, but yes, this added a lot more to the story, but I mean it built the background out a bit more, because in the movie's comic, whatever you read and watch, the basis of, the plot is Krypton gets destroyed, his parents blast him off to another planet, which happens to be Earth, and he grows up and becomes one of Earth's greatest superheroes, which, I mean, that's the basic premise of this whole segment. Now, did they go a bit overboard with the brilliance? Yes, they did. I mean, Eddie, I could see why you don't like it, because, Brilliant was, they seem a bit more like the Supreme Leader, where they intended it to be the supercomputer that was meant to assist them, but it did have a supreme legal kind of vibe to it. I did that. I didn't like that myself particularly, but I think once you get past that, it is your basic Superman story. They just spread it out over 20 minutes and put in a lot of filler just to kind of make it make sense. Otherwise, that first episode would have been 5 minutes of,
Yep.
oh, our planet's gonna destroy. Let's
Yep.
blast our sun off
I
to a different planet so we survive.
I
Yeah,
agree. I didn't like how it ended either with just I guess they're trying to leave you to make you watch more with Kal-El freaking in there not landing on Earth yet. I think they could have did a better job as far. I mean, I know it's a kids show and it's a kids cartoon and stuff, but there was a lot of chasing and a lot of stuff that was like you said filler, and they could have made it more in depth or more material or content than just all the chasing and stuff like that. Hey, Zuck.
yeah, I mean, they could have kind of gone into more of, the more, well, not more of the family aspect, but I think we could have got a few more scenes with the mom than we did with the dad, in my opinion, but that's how I feel.
Who knows nothing about the real Superman?
He's okay. Well, see, this is where I
I think
kind of think,
I think Al don't. Al don't know.
I liked how they took.
Superman's not.
If you look at Superman the cartoon that we just watched, and
he's
you
not from.
turn and look at Man of
He's not.
Steel, the new
He's not.
movie, be quiet, Eddie.
He's not from Canada. Superman's not.
Superman was originally a Canadian idea. Thank you very much.
No, it
Look
was
it up.
not.
It's a fact.
No,
Go look it up. So I like the fact that the cartoon. If you look at the cartoon and you look at the new movies of Superman, the new like Man of Steel and stuff like that, they kind of really took the basis of what would have went on and put it into the movies, minus the whole supercomputer part. They left all that out of the newer stuff.
Yeah, but again, if you look at Man of Steel, that movie is more based on, as he has already established himself here on Earth and not from the very beginning. I mean,
No, they went from the very beginning.
okay,
They had his parents in the very beginning, and he was the
I
firstborn.
will admit I might not be remembering it correctly, but that's what I remember about it.
Yeah, in the movie Man of Steel, they started on Krypton, and it was his mother and father, and his father was a scientist that found out that the planet Krypton was dying.
Go
And
ahead. Hold on.
Eddie is just pointing his finger at me. That's all.
No, I'm trying to do a fact correction here. Superman was co-created by a Canadian. Toronto-born artist Joe Shuster created the superhero with American writer Jerry Siegel while they were still at high school in Cleveland in 1933.
Made
It
by a
was
Canadian.
no.
He's the artist who
Made-
concepted Superman.
No. Do you just look this random stuff up to try to twist it
Mess
to
with
where
you?
it's Canadian? No.
Cool, Ryan. By the way, hey, welcome in.
Hey, Ryan.
Ryan, the tech guy.
What's up, Ryan? Hey, Ryan.
As I know him, Randy, the tech guy.
Ryan, Can I show you your sticker, Ryan? Can I show you your sticker?
Ryan got a sticker now?
Ryan's got a sticker now. Well, Jimmy's making
Wow.
them. Hey, Lila.
Lila.
I don't know why Lila likes you so much, DJ.
Whatever.
All right. I'm going to big up
Everybody
myself
likes DJ more than you.
real quick. Here is, well, let me turn off
Oh,
the green screen.
green screen. It's holy. He made it with holes.
Yeah, it's one of a kind. It's holy.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
BBC Gaming just know that's only if you want to. That's all up to you
There we go.
on what you watch. I don't control what you watch. That's completely up to you, my man. But anyways, this cartoon was definitely a good one. I mean, I will admit, I do like Batman the animated series a bit better than Superman the animated series, but I'm more of a doom and gloom person when it comes to my superheroes.
What's not doom and gloom about losing your entire planet?
Yeah, DJ.
Well, exactly.
It's a bit doom and gloomy.
Do you know that, yes, that is doom and gloom, but he came as a baby. He didn't know the planet, so
I knew he was different.
What's up, Frank?
Yeah, he knew he was different, but I mean, compare that to Batman, who saw his parents get down.
Superman never even got to meet his parents, except when he was a little kid. He don't even remember them. How would you feel if you didn't meet your parents, DJ?
If I didn't know about them, why would I know?
Dude, talk to a whole lot of people that didn't know their parents. They would always wonder what it was like and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why did they send me so far away?
Yeah. And there's a lot of questions in their mind that messes with them mentally.
Well,
I mean, I'm not saying that see your parents killed right in front of you don't either, but still, it's more of an adult topic, I think. But anyways,
guys. I mean, we could dive more into this, but I think we need to kind of get rid of that.
The cartoon as a whole, I think, it was pretty well done for what it was. some of the storyline could have been a little different. Eddie, I know you didn't like it, but that's besides the point. I still think,
Now, I love
Words
Superman.
Day.
I love Superman. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've watched every episode of Smallville and stuff like that. I've watched Superman movies. Do not get
Mm,
me wrong. But I just didn't like the cartoon, at least not season 1, episode 1 of this.
the one issue I had with the Man of Steel movie, people were saying, I know it was like lots of people saying, well, Superman destroyed the city. No, General Zod destroyed the city. But the one thing that I had issue with was when Zod and his soldiers came to Earth, why were they like Superman? Why were they so strong?
Because it had
Okay, if it had to do with the
from the
sun.
planet that they came from.
Okay, well and good. But when Superman went on the ship, he was as weak as a human because he was breathing their atmosphere, right? Now, when they were all down on Earth, they had breathers on, so they could breathe their own atmosphere. So they shouldn't have been as strong because they were
No,
still breathing
I
Kryptonian
think
atmosphere.
no, I don't think so. I think it had to do with a lot of things. For one, the gravity. For one, the
Gravity is one thing, but
atmosphere.
to have the actual super strength that they did, gravity wouldn't account for that.
Well, I mean,
Well,
no.
actually, it does. If you come from a planet with high density, to
But they
where
were still
hold on.
breathing Kryptonian atmosphere.
Let me tell you something. Hold on.
But
Let me tell you something. If you come from a planet
the
with high gravity, and so it's basically weighs down on you and everything else, and you really have to use your muscles or whatever to freaking walk or do
I know
anything
what
or
I
to
know what you're saying. 1 pound
you're
feels
saying
like 1 ounce.
you're saying gravity didn't have anything to do with it. Gravity has a
No,
lot to do with
it
it.
had to do with some of their strength, yes. But with regards of Superman, he was breathing Earth's atmosphere, right? They bring him on Zod's ship. When they poked him with a needle, they were able to poke him with a needle and extract blood from him and turn around and tell him, when you're here breathing this atmosphere and on this ship, you're as weak as a human. Now, every time they were on Earth, they were in suits that kept them in Kryptonian atmosphere. When Zod lost his helmet, he couldn't handle it, and he fell to the ground.
okay, now,
Well, maybe.
allow me to just inject 1 second, real quick. And how you may be right, I think my view
I
about
think
it,
we're both right on some scale.
Well,
but
here's the thing too. You got to remember, Superman arrived here as a kid, Kal-El. Okay, and
Yes.
so who knows that he didn't have the same issues until he acclimated to the atmosphere and stuff like that.
But he
Where they
did because they showed that.
yeah, but it's the thing of, well, and this is where the resident cartoon geek is, because in this cartoons, in the shows, the same reason for his simple strength and all that is because of old yellow sun.
Yep.
While with Krypton, they had a red sun, and on God's self, if one read that way, it could be said that they officially created a red sun, which would then we can Clark Kal-El Superman and make him ask vulnerable as Zod is the other cryptos in his ship because they're on a even battleground because none of them are directly in your son getting the powers from that, which is the same reason on why Superman has his powers. That's just what I know, and that's what
Yeah,
I.
because it's a whole conjunction of things that give Superman his powers. It wasn't just the lower gravity. It had to do with the sun and the size of the planet and the atmosphere and everything. But
Yeah, it had
Zod
to
and
do with the
them,
sun as well. Yes.
yeah, but Zod and them were protecting themselves from all of that by wearing the suits with the
Yeah,
helmets and the breathers. So why were they so strong as compared to Superman, especially when he was fighting the two that were in the suits?
no,
Right?
that I cannot answer because I don't know the answer.
Yeah, well,
But
that's just the one thing that ticked in my head. Like, they might have been better off if Zod and them had came down and were not in the suits.
yeah,
But
no,
that's just yeah.
no, a
But
call.
I liked how the cartoon followed into all of that. The only thing the cartoon didn't seem to. Now I don't know as for episodes 2 and 3 and whatever, but I don't know if Zod comes into the cartoon later on. But I liked how they did the
No,
Hey,
whole thing with sending.
Rahuga, welcome in.
hey,
Jamie.
hey,
Hi, Jamie.
Jamie. No,
Yeah,
if I remember correctly, there might have been a mention of Zod in the Feather Show, but I don't think they went all in depth on that because this was more of his adventures on all and potentially go from the enemies he already had, like Lex Luthor,
yeah,
Brainiac, all that. So, I mean, I don't remember if Zod was in the cartoon, but I do remember mention of him
yeah.
somewhere.
I think they left Zod mostly out of the cartoon. I think he only came into really in the movies.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
movies, and if I'm remembering correctly, I would have to tell that in about 10 months, but I think Zod makes an appearance in Smallville at one.
Hey, DJ, can you excuse me real quick?
oh,
Yeah, but yeah, I think Zod does make a appearance in the Smallville TV show, but again, that's like 100+ episodes in the series,
Hi,
yeah. So there's
and
gonna be a little wall.
hi, my
yeah,
favorite Eddie Keeper.
uh, so yeah, I will keep you updated on that out. But
It's a long time since I watched Smallville.
yeah, and I I only watched up to like season 3 or 5, so I don't know a lot of the post season 5 stuff. So
Yeah,
I
goes on tight.
give it that. So, anyways, and Cesar, what did you think of the cartoon?
I think the cartoon was great. It was watching it with you was better than last time we tried to watch it. Do you want to know what happened last time, real quick?
Yeah, tell us.
Last time we tried watching on YouTube, and it didn't, and it was more than one episode. It had bunches of episodes mixed into one.
Yeah.
It was this he became this, and he met this, and then him versus that, then him versus this guy, and then he comes around and he meets this guy, and then they battle.
They were showing clips, I think, from each episode instead of just the
Yeah,
one.
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
just showing that,
with
that's the problem I had.
yeah, that's not the best way to watch it. I would agree, and that's why I offered to show y'all that way. If you had, if you didn't have access to it, you know who does. So yeah, I mean, anytime y'all have a problem with the watching the show, just let me know because I definitely have a way to watch it, and I don't mind showing you. Uh, so yeah,
So on that, Tubi has it for free, but it's all in Spanish. So if anybody that speaks Spanish or Hispanic, if you want to watch it, go to Tubi. Tubi is free. You log in with the Gmail or whatever email,
Yeah, cause
and
we
it's
watch.
there.
Yeah, I
So,
watch Littlest Pet Shop on it. It's free. My mom and dad even paid the continue watching fee that lets you continue watching. My mom and dad paid that. I can watch all the Littlest Pet Shop I want.
Nice.
nice.
but my thing was if the planet is destroyed and everything, and you get Krypton from the
The
you
kryptonite.
right
Kryptonite.
is from Krypton. How do you get
Yeah.
Krypton if Krypton is destroyed? You know,
Well, I
Kryptonite is a
mean,
piece of the planet that's just turned into an asteroid that got flicked out. So
yeah. So the
I
the
agree with him.
actual shower that he was in when they blast him off, those were pieces of krypton with heat it up, you get kryptonite. So now I'm not gonna go into the whole kryptonite role because there's way too much and I don't have that kind of time to break down all the different types of kryptonite.
yeah, because they came out with a whole bunch of different types. There was red and there was green, and I think there was a
oh yeah,
blue kryptonite at one time.
Blue, pink,
And there was a bunch of them they started coming out with, but originally the original kryptonite was just green, and all it was
green, yeah.
pieces of the planet.
Yeah, so, I mean, we could we could get into the kryptonite role,
Right, Jonathan?
but I really don't want to at this point because kryptonite is a major thing for Superman with, I would have to do a video on each individual kryptonite color.
And you'd have to do one on the song Kryptonite.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a lot. But I mean, they still kept to the same story because because it did show clips of part two where Kal landed. He did, and in the series, in Superman animated series, they did keep it true to where he landed in the cornfield because he
Yep.
landed right in their
yeah,
cornfield and everything. So they did do that with episode
Wait,
two.
did you cheat and watch part 2, Nancy?
No,
no,
we watched
No.
different little clips.
What
that
it
was-
was clips from every episode. It was how it was Kryptonite it was Krypton got destroyed, and then Superman landed in the cornfield. They found him. It was the college, and then it was Superman versus this guy. This guy was created. Superman meets him. They battle each other, and then it was this and that and this and that. It was confusing.
yeah, I bet. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, just getting into all the Superman role is a bit too much, especially for tonight. So yeah, I mean, one thing I will say is no matter what, comic, animated, movie, whatever, I do appreciate how they always keep his Kryptonian name Kal-El because
Yep.
I mean, they don't always have to follow the source until, I mean, they could name him, I'm a bot too, and, have a different planet and all that. So, I do appreciate how they all sink into the role of the comics and all that. So,
It was the
yeah,
same thing from like in the newer movies and the older movies. They did keep the names of his parents the same too.
yeah,
So it was nice to see them sticking to the basis of the storyline.
yeah. I mean, that's what a great team is built on. Is you need to have
Thanks, Charlie.
a solid foundation.
Yep.
Hey, sorry, Glacier.
Hey,
But
Shirley.
yeah, if you don't have that, then you're basically gonna fall apart and not have a good consistent movie, TV show, whatever. If you're trying to impress the hardcore fans of that brand, So Grenade Garcia. But yeah, so did you like anything else about it and Cesar?
Yes.
What did you like?
So it shared more details than the no, just listen. It shared more details than the first time we watched it. When we watched the thing on YouTube, it was already where the father and mother put Superman in the rocket and went bye bye. It didn't show the computer or anything.
Yeah,
So, what did you like about this episode that you saw?
Well, it showed more. It showed before Superman went into the rocket and blasted off.
I did say hi to you, Frank. Go back to like actual the dog said hi. I said hi.
Yeah, I think it was me. I might have skipped you, Frank. Hi, Frank.
So, what part of the cartoon did you like the best?
You know what part I like the best?
What?
When baby Kal-El came in with the little container and he opened it up and the little thing hopped out and wrapped away.
Uh,
He's found new friends.
yeah, but you know what I like? I like how he came out to cheer his dad up when he was sitting outside. He just came up to him and gave him a big smile. So yeah, that's
Now,
what
how did Superman have a freaking dog on Krypton?
Because he's super.
okay. So I'm not gonna go into the dog thing, but go watch my crypto video on my channel that will explain
Eddie,
it.
they imported him. They have papers for him that said he came from Earth.
Now.
That surprised me.
I thought it was a I thought it was a I thought it was a crypto dog.
There you go.
Dog.
Yes, it's a crypto.
Also, I don't think they would be calling Earth Earth.
But they did.
Maybe they learned what its real name was.
I think even in the comic books they said they would send him to Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What,
believe.
what does Eddie think all these UFO sightings are? They're Kryptonians checking us out, so they know what our
Well,
planet name is.
yeah.
See how stupid we
Well,
are?
I mean, if you want to go into that deep of a role, it said that Joel once came down to Earth and met the cat, and you know he knew that if he ever had to send his kid away off
He
it,
could send them there. Yep. And that's
yes,
when he picked up the dog and bring it home.
I don't know about that, but I will let you believe what you want.
My
But
thing
But
that's
is
plausible.
when the
yeah, it is. It is. I won't deny that, but it was getting Netflix.
was his father-in-law at the end was like, you could probably think in his mind he was going, we should have believed my
Yeah,
we should have believed him.
Jarrell.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
there was a lot of people believing that. The roof was caving in on him and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then definitely the follow on at that moment of clarity, like, oh, he was telling the truth.
Yep.
So yeah, I did that.
Eddie knows what that's like. It happens to him all the time.
Yeah. When does Eddie tell the truth, Al?
No, he has that moment of clarity where he realizes, oh yeah, they were right.
Yeah, you're right about that. Huh, huh. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was a good show. I enjoyed it for the 56th spirit time I've seen it, but I enjoyed it.
I enjoy it too. I did. I like that.
I like it. Now I'll tell you what I really like was the I guess it'd be 50s or 60s one when they came out on TV.
Yeah,
It wasn't a cartoon; it was the actual show. So that's what I remember watching.
yeah. No, I mean, talk about like the actual live action shows. I would definitely like to compare two shows that are basically the same in name but not in the style, which is the adventures of Lois and Superman, Lois and Clark,
Yeah.
if you know what
Hmm.
show I'm talking about. They have a new version on the CW right now, and that's,
I
you
didn't know they
know,
remade that.
yeah, they remade it. I mean, it's more of a family show and not what the original was, where they're just in Metropolis doing what they always do. So, yeah, I mean, I would like to compare and contrast those one day just to talk about, what's the same, what's different. But, yeah, different.
Oh, does anybody want to hear a funny story?
Sure.
Yeah, good.
So, just listen. I was taking a bath. I just got in the bath and I was taking a bath. I had my bath toys in there. Mom and Dad came home. Mom came up, saw I was in the bath, said I should be taking a shower, but I was taking a bath because I wanted to take a bath. And Mom said we got food, and I said, and this is what I. Mom said we got food, and this is what I said, and this is what I did after she said that. I got bubbles.
No.
Do you want to hear a really funny story, Anastasia?
Yes.
There once was a laughing clown. Hmm. He was
Call,
laughing. It's funny.
call out? Yeah. Hey,
I said a
Colby.
funny story, not a long story.
Yeah, what he forgot to say is the rapper clown's name was Al.
Oh, I thought it was Ed. Ed, and Eddie. Hey,
Uh,
Colby. Um, I'll just be 1 second there, DJ. I'm gonna go grab Mr. Freezy.
Okay, go. Not right now, Colby. We're not done talking about all shows yet. If we have time, we will do that when we're done talking.
Stop moving the computer.
I'm moving the computer.
But yeah, I will say this had a lot of great things in it, in my opinion. But you know, it was definitely the slowest episode that this show has. I mean, there wasn't a lot of action going on. There was TV. Nice for you. But yeah, so okay. So what I'm thinking about it, and I will mention this when Al gets back as well. But we do have a pick for next week. Now I will say, if you haven't voted for next week's post, I will go vote. Hey Gary, what's up, YouTube police? But I will say, I made a tied vote on one, so don't come at me for that. So yeah, if you haven't voted, go ahead and vote. It's definitely gonna be a good show, I believe.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna be a good show.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Voting for next week's cartoon show.
Yeah. And like last time, I forgot to up the number, so it's supposed to be 33, not 32. This is episode 32. If anyone's
Hey DJ,
confused.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's Pink Onther?
Me making a typo, Eddie. I already addressed that.
I was wondering what that show was too. I couldn't figure it out, so I was like, I don't even know what
I
that
never
is.
seen it.
Neither did I.
I thought it was Pink Panther.
Well, maybe we should vote for it, Al, because we've never seen it.
I mean, it was a typo. Come on.
It's all right, DJ. I have those all the
We
time.
know, DJ. I had to
Right
mess with
click
you.
to spell correct.
Yeah, and now I will be completely honest.
I didn't know.
If that does win, it will be my first time actually watching that cartoon because I never paid any attention to it as a kid. So, yeah.
It's a great show. Now Are we doing the original cartoon? Because I don't think they ever did a remake on it. I think they made a movie.
Yeah, they made a movie, but we're gonna do the original cartoon. But okay, hold up. Let me look at something because I don't wanna leave here tonight and say we're watching it, but we can't find it at all. So let me double check where that can be watched. Alright.
Right.
Just in case we need to change the okay, the the pin.
That's 54 years old. That's pretty cool.
Alright, so it looks like there's not well we could watch it, so that might actually need to change because I don't have Prime. I'm not paying for Prime. We do even though it's $1.99. I don't want to pay at all if because I have all these streaming services. Why should I pay to watch a show, you know? And I don't even know how to get access to the local channel on my computer. So, yeah, no. So, I'm gonna put a pin in Pamper that would be safe for a later date because it's not on anything that I am familiar with. So what? So I'll level up. Let me just see. Yeah, I'll level up for this next week is Avatar The Last Airbender was Nancy. I have to ask, are you familiar with the show at all? Avatar The Last Airbender.
Oh, did you hear what he said? What we're going to watch next week? Are you paying attention?
What did he say?
Say it again, DJ.
Avatar The Last Airbender. So that tells me that someone is familiar with it.
Very much so. Who's your favorite character from there?
Zuzu.
Sister. Okay, cool.
So yes, we do know that show, and that one will be fun, DJ.
Okay. I I always want to make sure that you're familiar with it. That way, if any questions come up, you could let me know. Yeah. But anyways, Al, I'm probably gonna take a wild guess and say that you might not know this stuff. That's correct. You do not know.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
We watched the whole thing from the beginning to end.
Yep, we
You've
You-
won.
seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, that's on next week's episode show, and that would be fun. Now let me ask Eddie, are you familiar with that show at all?
Nope.
And you never watched it as a kid on Nickelodeon, or was he not into Nickelodeon at all? Hey, Danny, glad to see you.
Hey, Danny.
Al, you could go now.
Hey, Danny.
I have something I want to show everybody.
That's right, Al. I knew what you were going for.
I said hi to her, but my microphone was off. And then I was saying, look, he's already turning red.
Uh, yeah, so anyways, why don't we turn our attention to Scooby Doo?
You too.
Yeah.
Open Mr. Freezy's.
So, Scooby
Werewolves?
Doo.
Freeze pop.
So,
They're actually called Mr. Freeze here.
Ooh.
See, they even got the little Canada on them.
yeah, well, I always knew them as all parts.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I have something to show everybody.
Okay.
I'll show it next week too, but I just want you guys to know that I am familiar with Avatar.
Hold it up.
Careful, that thing's heavy.
I know.
It's a keychain.
There you go.
Yep, cool. Alright, so, okay, so this week's episode of Scooby Doo was episode 11, and it was called what?
A gaggle of ghosts.
A gaggle of galloping ghosts.
Yeah, a gaggle of going ghosts. No. Count Dracula, werewolf, Frankenstein monster. But yeah, anyway, it and the D1 sort of Scooby Doo. Okay. Do you?
I don't remember
Or
most of it.
oh,
We watched it like 8 hours ago.
No, it wasn't.
it was not 8 hours ago. I know that because you watched Superman with me at 5, sorry. That was not 8 hours ago.
No, we didn't watch, but we didn't watch Scooby Doo before. Well, we did watch it before that, but way before that.
Not way before that.
Before I had a bath.
So that was about 2:30.
And I don't remember. It's 10:15.
There's something wrong with your short-term memory then.
Uh, uh,
How about we let the real Scooby Doo expert deal with it?
Can Fred tell us the story?
You're Fred.
I'm not Fred. He
You
has
are
to.
Fred.
No,
We are
I'm the one that has the short-term memory. Go. Whose house were they at?
a castle.
They were at a castle. And what were they looking for?
We were at a castle. What were they? I didn't know they were looking for something.
hey, okay, I will let you take a pass and say something right now. Okay.
I liked how they went through the big castle. I liked how they kept falling through doors and finding people and losing people, and seemed like Shaggy and Scooby were the ones that came up with the big plan to catch them finally, instead
Yeah.
of Fred making the plan to catch them, which was different because Fred was usually the one that was always making the plan to catch the bad guy, and this time it was actually Scooby and Shaggy that did it.
Yep. It was good. I enjoyed it, and all of that, and of course, I will admit it. So Al just let me out. I fell asleep doing part of it. So
What the heck, DJ? How can you be a host and fall asleep on your own show? What prepare
He's
for your
good at
show?
it.
hey, I was watching it as I was leaning back, and
Quit leaning back in your chair when you're watching shows.
hey, I did that normally, and I don't normally fall asleep. It's just whenever I'm
Ready?
watching them with sleepy out here.
He's got to lean back because if not, when he falls asleep, he's going to fall out of his chair.
Hmm.
He's just going to go flop. He'll have his head down on the keyboard like this.
Yeah, well, I try and make sure I don't have my keyboard like on the edge where my head would land. But yeah.
Well, maybe you should. It'll be something to break the fall.
Uh, not unless you want me to hit pause play every second and you're not able to watch this. Well, you will be watching it, but it would take
A lot longer.
a lot longer until I actually wake up and hit play. So yeah, uh, but I will say it's
I'd just phone
definitely
Eddie. I'd just phone Eddie and get him to come in and hit the go live button while you're asleep.
Well, it's it's a good thing that the streaming I use for movie night is not a live stream setup. So
Barbershop.
all you could do is hit record, and that won't do anything. So yeah, that's right. You're not embarrassing me that easily.
I still could.
I mean, you you could, and you definitely have, but not like that, but in a different
No.
way.
Okay, my turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I love this episode of Scooby Doo. Okay, there were several funny parts of it. Number one, Scooby Doo was in the armor and he stuck out his leg as I don't remember which one it was running by and tripped him. Number two, huh?
Frankenstein.
Okay, it was Frankenstein. Number two, Scooby Doo jumped in the piano, slammed the piano shut to hide, and his tail was in there. Number three, whenever Daphne, okay, well, I'll get to that in a minute. Whenever Velma was hiding in the basket or whatever, she threw a Scooby smelt the snacks, and she threw a Scooby snack out to him and everything else.
Scooby snacks.
So, I mean, it was very funny, but here's the thing. How does Velma always lose her glasses, drop her glasses?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I drop my glasses sometimes whenever I get hit in the face by turkey wing or something like that. But I mean, I shake my head and my glasses don't come off. She was just crawling or whatever, and her glasses fell off. And then instead of feeling around and finding them like a normal person, me, would do, she goes and crawls off and leaves them there. And then Shaggy has an extra set of glasses in his pocket. Come on, they're going to break. You know, you can't carry glasses in your pants pocket and then not break. But I do love Scooby-Doo, but I'm just being super critical.
Toon physics. Do you really think Scooby-Doo as a Great Dane would stand up in a suit of armor and be able to stick his leg out like that?
Yes, he can. I'm just being super critical on it. Scooby-Doo special. I teach my dog tricks. Scooby-Doo. Hey, P-Digits. Scooby-Doo can do tricks too.
You teach your dog to get in a suit of armor, and then I'll go along with it.
Well, send me a suit of armor.
Gary,
no, I've already got the gloves.
Gary,
I don't want those gloves out.
Yeah,
You're just,
it wasn't really a ghost. It was.
There was a vampire. There was Frankenstein. There was a werewolf.
Yeah, it wasn't a ghost-based episode. It was more
a monster-based episode. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, but it was a good episode. I mean, yes, you know, the glasses thing was, I mean, they could, and this is me applying real logic to it, but
not always, Gary. Not on Scooby-Doo.
Velma's glasses may not be fitted quite right to her face, but
she needs to get a better optometrist.
Yeah, that's me applying real logic to it because I have had glasses and I honestly need to get no pills. So, yeah.
Well, I like the part when Scooby-Doo was on the piano and they crashed. he comes out with the keys in his mouth and he starts going after the werewolf. The werewolf
Also,
starts backing up.
The axe from that other suit of armor that Frankenstein threw, that came pretty close to Scooby-Doo. Hey, DJ, can you see? I was just making sure you didn't need glasses that much, bud.
Can you see? I mean, I know you got glasses, but
He can see, DJ, but you're asking him now to read, so that's another thing.
I was just asking DJ how many fingers I was holding up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, you won't. No, you won't, Eddie. And really, but I mean, overall, it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. I mean, okay, I'm gonna ask out a little specific question.
I want to hear the answer to this.
But how did Nicole enjoy watching that with us?
She didn't really watch it that much. She's not
Okay,
big on the cartoons and that.
okay. I just thought I would ask because
She watched Family Matters with me when we watched it.
no, yeah, I just thought I would ask because I know you both were down in the living room when we were on, so
I put in my headphones and watched it.
okay, I didn't know.
Hmm.
All I know is when you have your camera off, Nicole is right by you. So
Not all the time. Look, see? Watch. Camera's off. Pull down.
yeah. Whatever.
My chocolate rosebuds are here.
No,
Oh,
but
yeah. Go ahead, DJ.
but anyways, it was a good show. I enjoyed it, and overall, we are almost done with Scooby-Doo, but I will say, unlike the typical 14 episodes we normally do, season 1 has a total of 17 episodes.
That's an odd number, though.
I know, right? So we have 6 more weeks of Scooby-Doo to do.
So in this episode, go ahead, DJ.
Well, all I'm gonna say is, and I don't think any of us have a problem with that, since we'll all enjoy Scooby-Doo. So it's not like South Park where we wanted to end it already.
What I liked about the Scooby-Doo episode was when they caught the guy doing it and everything. When the sheriff pulled up because the caretaker, because something was going on at the and it was the Frankenstein castle, and they was like, he goes, so the kids were there and everything, and they pulled the mask off. It was an actor that was doing it all the time.
7 countries.
Wanted in 7 countries. So he goes, and of course, the same thing, I would have gotten away if these meddling kids had not got, went for these meddling kids.
Yeah.
So they're sitting there eating a picnic, and one of the girls go, I still don't understand how he did the flying bat. The next thing that here comes the bat coming down, and they all duck, and then was it Fred
Fred.
that said it's on a wire?
It's
So
a
they
stuffed bat on a wire.
so he was coming next on the wire.
Scooby Doo, where are you?
Yeah.
You Shaggy sandwich.
And then he goes,
Yeah.
he goes, don't eat my sandwich, and then Scooby eats the sandwich.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Shaggy deserves it.
Yeah.
Shaggy steals enough of Scooby snacks.
No.
This is true. This is true.
Hey, and Caesar,
Yeah.
you got a question here for you. Instance, if April showers with Mayflowers, what do Mayflowers bring?
The Pilgrims.
Nice!
I actually replied to that while everybody else was talking.
Yeah, Gary's too small for you. So, might wanna try something a bit different. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. So, yeah.
Oh yes,
Emma.
I love Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo was a good show.
Well, anything from Hanna-Barbera was excellent.
Yeah,
Because they
I
not only
mean-
did Scooby Doo, they did a lot.
yeah. Yeah, and Bob does good cartoons. So, yeah. I mean, does anyone have anything else to say about Scooby Doo?
P. Ditches has a question. What model van was the Mystery Machine?
I believe it was a
Mystery.
Volkswagen van. That's what I think.
Yeah, a Volkswagen. I don't know the exact model, but I do believe it was a Volkswagen of some kind.
Yeah, the VW boss. That's what Eagles Tracker said.
Yeah. Alright, so, if we'll all get off Scooby Doo, I'm gonna open up the panel to people who want to come up, and before I do, I want to address this real quick. I don't open the panel until we are done talking because we really want to focus on the cartoons and not just have people up here chatting about different topics. So that's why I'm not letting people up while we're talking, but I'm about to post the link now. Feel free to come up, talk about whatever you want.
I don't think it has learned square roots yet. Have you? Anastasia?
Not yet. That'll probably be this year.
And why is Gary trying to bring up numbers anyway?
Because he knows you don't like them. And you has trouble with them.
Alright, Yeah, if anyone wants to come up, the link is now pinned at the top. So, yeah, feel free to come up.
Did the letter I sent arrive yet, Eddie?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Canada's holding it.
Mhm. No, I'm just wondering because Dave got his.
It's got a little rip at the bottom, you know.
Yeah, probably. They're wondering if there's a gift card in there.
Please just no. No.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt though when stuff comes in like that.
Hey, anybody want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why should seagulls not eat breakfast bagels?
Why not?
Because then they'll be bagels.
Nice.
You want to know where I got that one from?
Did you pick it up at the beach?
I actually got that joke from Lulu's Pet Shop.
Nice.
Littlest Pet Shop.
From Pepper.
You really enjoyed that show, aren't you?
I'm on season 3.
Really?
Yeah, it took a while to finish season 2, you know. I was stuck on this one episode in season 1.
Okay.
But now she watches that instead of Paw Patrol.
I just need something to get my mind off the Paw Patrol for a few days.
For a few days, it's a few weeks.
Yeah,
All good.
we watched Little Pets up 2 weeks ago. So you've been watching it for 2 weeks right now? Funny.
Yeah, I have a catchy little song, so you know, I don't mind.
Well, if you don't mind, Nancy, I guess it's okay.
Ain't nothing on TV, and we sit here. She watches that, and I'm in different people's chats, and I'm crocheting or something. So
I like to play.
It's all good.
I like to play sleepover. There's one episode that I pretend's a scary movie.
Oh, really? Nice.
It's called Door
Hey, William.
Cool.
Called Door Jammed.
Yeah, hey, Carnegie, welcome in, my brother.
Carnegie, what's up, brother?
Yeah, I showed her one night, a couple weeks ago about watching TV like a movie and the lights off and having popcorn and everything.
Yeah, this one time we watched a movie in the dark by starlight. And it was fun, and then I found that episode. I first watched that episode when Grandma wasn't alive. It was the after show. She was still talking to Alfonso. And that's when I first saw that episode, the episode Door Jammed. And when it got to the special part where it actually got a little scary, I couldn't stop watching that part. I don't like scary stuff, but that part,
She got hooked.
I got hooked.
Yeah. Well, it must have not been that scary if you liked it, but yeah.
I guess it wasn't really that scary. I showed my mom and dad that episode.
Nice.
First episode they watched.
So, you know, if I remember correctly, my niece got scared of a episode a Paw Patrol one time. I don't remember what episode it was, but
Let me
yeah,
try to guess. I think it may be a Halloween episode.
it
No,
might have been. I
no.
don't remember.
Actually, I'm gonna go with Pup. It's not a Halloween episode, but I'm going with Pup Save a Humptinger Horde. It's the episode where Mayor Humptinger finds Harold Humptinger's cloning machine, thinking it was his case salon. Made a bunch
Hello,
of
everybody.
clones of himself.
Hey, Colby.
Hey,
Hey,
Colby.
Hey, Double Dog.
What's up, buddy?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, so that's
Hey,
cool,
Al.
and so yeah, if I can remember the
Hey,
episode,
Anastasia.
Hi,
I will let you know.
Hey, Miss Nancy.
Hey, Colby.
So, yeah, it's definitely good.
How are you, Al?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Now, in this, let me ask you, have you seen the Paw Patrol movie that came out?
the
Hey,
new one?
Gary. Hey, Digits.
Yeah.
Hey,
No.
William.
No, okay.
But there is one Paw Patrol movie. I have watched the very first Paw Patrol movie. Well, maybe not the very first,
Hey,
but the
Al, guess
first
what?
Paw Patrol movie they
What?
released.
I got my
Nice.
Rebecca sticker.
It was
Nice.
the Mighty Pups one. The
Nice.
Mighty Pups
I'm
movie
waiting on
where
my
they
new one. I think she's sending one out to me.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just waiting on
figure
yours,
and
Al.
so I
where they
figure.
get the
It's
mighty
in the mail.
powers. They learn
It
about their
is?
mighty powers. They learn what powers they have, and then
Hold on, I'll
Yeah.
have to check.
Harold Humphrey accidentally turns the Lookout into a rocket ship, and the pets have to
Hey,
save
and
the
says,
Spider to look at back.
and then says, do you see what Devil Dog is doing?
With
He was copying everything you do.
That's what he was doing to me a minute ago.
Hey, Double Dog, can you do me a favor?
Just now.
Can you do me a favor?
He's
Just
looking at you like, Colby, go ahead.
yeah, just as the Kobe with
Could you or Jamie email me a price list?
Oh, it's on there. It's
it's
on Jamie's community tab.
yeah, it's on Jamie's community tab, Kobe.
Okay.
If you need a link to our channel, let me know. I will send one to you when I get the chance.
Okay. Yeah, sure. It's whatever you want to do.
But yeah, guys, if the and else you wanna chat about,
I'm good. I'm tired.
I can go to sleep right now.
yeah, Al, you're always tired.
Yeah, but I'm more tired than usual.
Yeah.
And I'm not used to seeing you with a shirt on. You've had a shirt on lately for a long time. Why is Eddie's ringtone the theme song for Below Deck?
I don't know. You will have to ask him.
That's rather interesting.
But yeah, it definitely a
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna head off here and go to bed. I'll talk to y'all later.
Night,
by
Colby.
Colby.
Hey, Colby, I just put a link in the chat.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Miss Nancy.
You're welcome.
See y'all later.
See you
See ya.
later.
See you later.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome. Yeah, I just ordered another SD card. Maybe the 256 GB will work better than a 512 GB. Though my phone's supposed to hold a 1 terabyte SD card, and that
Yeah.
ain't working out either.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, I format it when I put it in there and everything, but every time it gets close to a 32, up to 32, it just starts deleting or videos. So I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh my gosh, what's going on with this thing?
No.
Oh, it's updated and everything, so I know it's not the phone, so it has to be the SD card. Selling it for as a 512, and it's not really a 512.
Yeah.
There's some you got to be careful with some of them because there's some of them out there and they put a little program on the card that it reads as whatever, but it's not really
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Like they'll get like a 32 gigabyte card and put a little program on it, and then they'll rewrite on the card saying it's a terabyte and it's really only 32 gigabytes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not a 512 was it gigabyte?
Where's mine?
Yeah.
There you go. You got
Gigabyte. That was it. 512 gigabyte. Liars.
Alright, Eddie. Take your time. Welcome back, Trev. So you for tapping back in.
Like, I got a 65 gigabyte card on my phone, and it's 34 gigabytes used, but I can go to full 64 gigs. And I got 128
That
on my
was
phone.
it. 512 gigabyte.
Nice.
Liars.
So I'm not running out of space.
it actually shows it says 500 gigabytes.
Mm.
Yeah.
As it's supposed to show.
Liars.
So I have no idea. I had
Hey, Chef.
last Friday, I was have realized how to do this because of Eddie. I took my phone charger cord, the other end, put it to my laptop, plugged in my phone, and transferred the data to my computer, then transferred to a USB. Oh my goodness. I was getting I was like
Yeah.
like forever. Felt like to get everything off of that thing. There's not much on there.
Yeah.
Something you think it could be easy to do, and then all right. So it should have been easy because I copy a whole lot and then send it. But then some things you had to do one thing at a time to transfer it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it'd just be easier just to buy another one.
Yeah. Mm.
So it's like, alrighty. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
learning to sew tomorrow. I'm gonna sew
Alright.
a skirt.
Nice.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yep.
Was that you? Okay. Well, when I got up a few minutes ago, I heard somebody yelling outside and everything. That's why I told her to lower her voice because I was trying to figure out what was going on outside.
Yeah.
Like they can go whatever outside. I ain't going out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. None.
And now back in the day, about like 20 years ago, yeah, I probably would have gone out there to see what was going on. because I would have something to protect myself. But now, forget it.
I
I don't even look out the window. I'm like, if I don't see, I don't know, and nobody can ask me questions.
yeah, yeah. I get that. I do.
And I've got 6 recipes in my cookbook now.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
You know what? I cooked bread the other day, and it was the first time I've done bread that came out really well.
Yeah, it's also oh my goodness, bread. It depends on the temperature outside and the temperature in the house, and if the yeast wants to rise right and everything. Oh my goodness, it's so finicky.
Yeah, and I was extremely ecstatic when it came out, and I cut it up and I froze it, and I took out a bun near the night and I cut it up, and it's just as good as when I baked it. I was like, oh, I was so happy. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god. So I got that recipe saved and set aside, and I said, that's the recipe I'm using to make bread from now on.
Oh,
Cool.
exactly. Yep,
Mm,
because yeah, you get a bread recipe that works and it works well. I started that with my cookbook. I put breads in first, and it's all the ones that I've used. I've got videos on that worked and
mm.
everything. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm hoping by the end of summer I've got it all done, and then that way I can let everybody know what's in it.
Well,
My
the
mom,
ones. Oh, sorry, Anastasia. Go ahead.
my mom and dad got me a new coloring book. It's called Sketch Your Sticker, and
Nice.
Nice.
it's a coloring book where you can make your own stickers in it.
Oh,
Cool.
cool.
Our own stickers. The outlines are kind of hard to see on camera.
Yeah.
Nobody could guess what my first sticker was gonna be.
Devil dog.
Nope,
A mermaid.
no,
You.
He said you. DJ
no.
said you.
A
The
unicorn.
Littlest Pet Shop.
Oh, close.
Um, the
Paw
mongoose.
Patrol.
Sunil.
Me and Sunil.
You
Me
and
hugging Sunil.
you.
That was
No.
my first.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey, I was close. I was getting there.
Yeah, yeah, you will. And I would fall away from it. So,
What is
yeah.
it gonna be? Paw Patrol or
Almost as far as I was.
One time. Oh, can I tell
Uh,
you guys something? So, I want to tell you this.
yeah.
So, there's something in Animal Crossing where you can go look at everybody else's custom designs. And
Mm-hmm.
Mom told me search up My Little Pony to see how many My Little Pony things they did. But first, my mind went straight to Lila's Pet Shop. I found 2 Lila's Pet Shop things.
Nice.
oh,
Only 2.
nice.
Only 2. No accessories, no robes or hats, just the shirts. But I found 2 Lila's Pet Shop things.
Cool.
Did you find any of My Little Ponies in it?
Yes, a bunch.
A bunch.
Sea
I found
coastal.
a bunch of
Hey, come
Little
from welcome in.
Yeah, but I've tried multiple different bread recipes, and they look good. And when you tap them, they have that sound that's good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But when I caught them, they were heavy. Like it wasn't fluffy bread; it was heavy bread.
Yeah.
But this one is fluffy and light and very good tasting, and
Yeah.
so excited.
Nice.
So what you
You,
can do with that bread recipe is take it and once the first rise, take it and divide it into 3, and then mold them out and make a braid with it, and let it rise again for 30 minutes, and you got your braided bread.
Mm.
So that,
Oh, I'm probably gonna try some different things with it because, but I mean, like normally, as a normal, what I does is I just makes like the loaf of bread,
mhm,
and then I'll make a pan of bread rolls,
yeah.
Yeah, no,
and that's what I'll do. I'll half it between the bread and the bread rolls.
no, Pete did just has a
Yep.
good question. Oh, do you oven bake or do you
Yeah, oven
bake?
baked, oven
Okay,
put in the oven. Yeah,
because knowing you, you could probably figure out how to do that on an open fire.
oh, I could do it on a fire. I just need the right pot. I don't have the Dutch oven to do it. You need
Yeah,
the cast iron Dutch oven, and you put it coals underneath it and coals on top, and
yeah,
let it cook that way.
nice.
But no, it's oven baked bread. I've been fiddling with bread recipe now for
4 years?
no, probably about the past say 6 months to a year, off and
Okay,
on. I'd get it in my head and say one week I'm like, I'm gonna try a bread recipe now, and then it didn't work out, so I'd just keep looking at things, and I wouldn't touch it again for like a month, and then I'd be like, I'm gonna try another bread recipe, and then a month,
Yeah.
just off and
yeah,
on fiddling
yeah,
with it
no,
like that.
I get I just said for, well, I mean, it would be free, but because I know everyone tried to make their own bread in lockdown, so
Yep.
that was a big thing when that was going on. Yeah,
Yeah, I've been fiddling with it for a while. I know people that have used the bread makers, and lots of people swears by them because you just throws everything in and turns it on and walks away, and it makes your bread. It comes out good. I'm not going to deny that. If you follow the recipes, the bread makers makes nice loaves of bread, but I wanted to physically make it by hand.
yeah, no, I mean,
Mm.
have you attempted sourdough bread?
I'm just perfecting bread.
Yeah. I know.
Uh,
The sourdough or not like that. I might. The next one I does this one. I meant to make like a cheese loaf bread out of one of them,
yeah,
but
Yes.
I made it and had it all trayed up and everything. I forgot to put the cheese in. So next time I might just need some
yeah,
cheese into one of the balls of dough
alright,
and make a
so,
cheese bread.
yeah,
I've done pizza dough, pie crust. I does chocolate chip cookies and T-buns, and I makes a few different. Like I can make and bake a few different things. I've done a cake from scratch, but it didn't come out quite right. That's another thing that's really finicky to try and get to come out right.
okay, now,
Mm.
I can ask the question because you mentioned it in the whole. What is a T-bun?
A T-bun is almost like a little pastry bun. That it's only you make them probably a couple of inches in diameter, and they rise up maybe an inch in height. And when you cut them, they're almost like a pastry biscuit. And you have
Okay,
with tea. You can make them with raisins or plain, or you can put cheese in them, or whatever you want, really. But I
uh,
just usually make plain ones.
okay, I have to ask because I never heard of that before, so it kind of caught my attention, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It's almost like I don't know what to compare to what you guys would have down there, but it's just like It's a heavy dough. It's not like light and airy and everything. It's like a heavy packed pastry. And
Yeah,
you could cut them in half and put butter or jam in them and have them with a cup of tea or
I
something like that.
mean, the closest thing would be a biscuit, but
That's what I'm thinking. Something like you would have with biscuit and gravy.
yeah, so, you
No
know,
P digits. I haven't done donuts
but
I have
yeah,
a donut recipe.
nice. But yeah, that's kind of what I would assume it would
Mm,
be like. It's a biscuit because, I mean, yes, biscuits can be light and airy, but they could also be foam and,
yeah,
not as soft.
yeah.
So,
But that it would probably be like that, like a biscuit for biscuits and gravy, but it would be firmed. It wouldn't be light and airy. You wouldn't have it rising.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it doesn't rise a lot. There's no yeast or nothing put into them, so they don't really rise. It's only the baking powders and stuff like that that's in it to
yeah.
help it rise.
Yeah, I get that, and I mean, yeah, but you said that I have to ask
Yeah.
about it,
The
so
next one of the next things I want to try is I want to try making my own pasta
uh, first,
because that's it's actually a pretty simple recipe to make pasta.
yeah, I
It's
mean,
just being able to get it rolled out flat enough and cut into the strips because I don't have the pasta roller or the thing for cutting it. I'm going to be doing it
yeah,
all by
no,
hand.
I mean the the recipe for pasta is really simple and
Yep.
basic. I mean, flour, egg, salt, easy.
Yep.
But, really kneading it and get it to a walkable shape is the hard part. So,
Well, you got to bring it down so thin, right? You got to bring it. You got to really
yeah,
thin it out before you cuts it into the pasta strips, and
yeah,
then
I mean,
you kind of want to. A lot of people will leave them laying flat, but I think it's better if you hang them
Hmm.
yeah,
and leave them
yeah,
hung for a while before you cook them.
yeah, I get it. I mean, you really have to get it down to a eighth of an inch or, a 16th of a centimeter. I'm guessing, and
Is that
no,
what you're reading off the recipe there, DJ?
no, no,
It's pretty precise readings for.
no. I mean, the, the inches. Okay, I used to watch a lot of Food Network shows.
Nice.
So, yes, I did pick up a few things,
Yeah.
but the conversion into centimeters is a total guess because, you
Well, if
know,
you're going by the 1/16, you don't really want to convert that into centimeters because it doesn't convert well anyway.
yeah, yeah, well, I'd say, for instance, I'd say 1/8,
Yeah.
but, I didn't know how to convert 1/8 of an inch to centimeters because,
I'd have to look that one up, DJ.
yeah, so, that's why I say I'm guessing of that because we don't use seminoles here.
That's because you're all backwards. No, Pete, it's just I'm pretty much self-taught. I did learn some recipes years ago, and I did work in baking bread in an industrial type of way, but it's not the same as doing it at home
Yeah,
because you got the big industrial mixer, and it's like when they say put in a bag of flour, it's like a freaking
it
like a feed sack of flour.
yeah, it's a sack of
Yeah,
flour.
it's a great big thing of flour, like
Yeah,
20
them,
kilos of flour, and it says put in three. So it's not
yeah,
the same as doing it at home.
yeah.
I actually tried the original recipe that we used to using for that, and I tried to scale it down, and it didn't work out.
No, I mean, scaling something down is a lot harder than scaling up. I
Yeah,
mean, really, it
yeah.
is.
It's a and one of the big things I found with it was yeah, it didn't come out right the first. I don't know how many times, but I
From,
don't know how many times that got me to the point where I did this and I was like, this came out great.
yeah,
Without all those, I don't know what happened, and just trying something a little different, you won't get to the point of, hey, this works. So just don't give up is the thing,
Exactly.
right?
yeah,
Keep
That's
doing it.
yeah.
I
Keep trying.
mean,
If you got to throw out 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 loaves of bread, well,
yeah,
Cut
and
it up and feed it to the birds.
yep,
yeah, definitely in that
yep.
instance, practice does make a profit because you're trying all these different techniques, measurements, all of that, and you don't really know what will work. I mean, yes, you could follow a step by step recipe that lays it out for you, but that's not fun. It's fun when you're doing it completely on your own, no clue what
Well,
you're doing.
I am so glad that this one worked out really well because I was actually on a live stream while I was making my bread night. So from start to finish, it was all there. So if I had mucked it up, it would have all been out there on the live stream. But it came out
Okay,
perfect. I was so
I have to know whose live was that on?
Jeff's the other day on Jeff's when he did his giveaway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
I made
cool.
bread. I made the bread while I was on there for something because
nice.
I was just mostly up on panel, just hanging out and just
Yeah,
there showing some support for him. And
yeah, no, I get you,
I
but
said, I'm gonna make a
definitely,
loaf of bread now while I'm here and try out this new recipe.
yeah, I get that.
Mm.
Nice.
But PD just said take notes, and that's important too because if you're trying one recipe but changing it a little bit each time, make sure you write down what the changes are.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
way I done it was I got multiple different recipes from multiple different places, and
yeah,
I tried each recipe step by step, and it just wasn't working. But this last one that I got, it actually, because most people say I'm pushing up my glasses. I don't have my glasses on. Most people say put your like put your yeast and your sugar and that in warm water and let it rise, and then add it to your flour. Well, this new recipe that I got said put your yeast, your sugar, your salt, 3 cups of flour, and your water in the bowl and make it into like a batter. Mix it
yeah,
really well like a batter and then let that sit for 10 minutes or so. Then add in three to four more cups of flour and turn it into bread dough from the batter. And you know what? When I did that, that's what worked for me.
Yeah,
That's how it worked out. And it worked out really well. The bread rose really nice. It said it could take up to an hour to rise. It rose in half an hour. So then I was able to re-knead it, break it into the balls, pan it up, put it back up, and then another half an hour to 45 minutes later, it was ready to go in the oven.
Cool. No,
So the recipe actually took less time to do.
No, I have to ask this. Have you watched any YouTube channels that make bread or any?
Oh, lots of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, lots of them. And it was. I've tried different bread recipes from people that we know and stuff like that. It's just I never got it right until now.
yeah,
So
I get. Alright, well, guys,
altitude can make a difference on how your yeast rises, yes. And I'm at almost sea level, so
yeah.
yeah.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna call it out. Thank y'all for coming, watching, talking with us, and remember, next week is after direct episode in episode 12 of Skippy Doo
Vampires?
and
Oh,
Rebecca is coming up to join us for the end.
Yes, I
hey
am.
Rebecca.
So, guys, real quick, thanks for watching,
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back.
and remember, keep on watching cartoons and anime. Bye, guys.
Semper Fi.